This is the Samsung Alias 2. It came out in 2009.
And this is a Samsung Convoy. It came out in the latter half of 2009.
We're going to do a power on test and see which one turns on faster. Yep, so the Convoy cut on about a second faster. The Alias 2 has a 2.6-inch screen on the inside with a 2-megapixel camera.
And the Samsung Convoy has a 2.2-inch display on the inside with a 2-megapixel camera.
So the Alias 2 has an 880 milliamp battery.
The Samsung Convoy has a 1300 milliamp battery. So the Convoy has just a standard keypad, nothing all that exceptional.
So the Alias 2 does have a regular keypad on it, but you can use the dual hinge to open it up, and it reveals the full QWERTY keyboard, and it uses the e-ink technology for each key, so it changes them according to like what screen you're on. The sound test, so we're each gonna do a freaking song, dude. So go ahead and play yours for a few seconds.
All right.
Okay, so that's interesting.
It did
pauses the song for a second or so.
What step in the transformation was that? Like when you opened it vertically or whatever?
Yeah, both times it paused the song.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I didn't notice it the first time.
Yeah, it did it for both times.
Yeah. So one of the advantages of my phone is that it has an external speaker on the outside. So whenever you have it open in clamshell or closed in clamshell, you always have that speaker on the outside.
And that's actually a disadvantage with my phone, because the speaker is only on the inside, so if you wanted to have it closed, it would be muffled. Then the last one is speed test. The Alias 2 is actually a pretty slow phone when navigating the menus. Each press has a little delay between it and the screen.
The Convoy is a lot more zippy whenever navigating through menus.
One of the advantages to the Alias 2 is that when you're in the keypad mode, since it has more buttons to make up for the QWERTY keyboard, it uses the extra buttons as mapped keys as like a quick access to some of them. So we have a Bluetooth, alarm clock, games, and messaging. If like a construction worker wanted to buy a phone, he would buy this one. You have like the rubber edge around the phone, which would help with like impact on the ground and stuff like that. Plastic's a little thicker.
This one's all business, no fluff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you say are some of the advantages of your phone over mine?
I mean, one big advantage is that this is more of like a messaging phone. That was like a category of like phones back in like the early 2000s.
Like
where,
the Sidekick.
Yeah, exactly like that. Definitely meant more for texting, and then it did fold up into the small form factor, and then you can use it as a regular cell phone.
One thing that I do like about this phone is it's very easy to open with one hand, close with one hand. It's a very one-hand experience.
And that's actually a big problem with this phone. It's actually really hard to open with one hand, because if you stick your fingers under here, it opens it up like that. So you have to grab the edges and push up. So it's definitely more of a two-handed experience.